Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received, and the translation of that message, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I am a woman that comes from Zim. I am currently living my best life here in South Africa. To those that want to hate me, you can hate me as much as I can, but you can walk on your damn path and I would walk on my own. I chose this life and I chose it and I took him by force. How can you even force another woman to come and clean after you? You go into the toilet, you leave your poop in there, and then you expect another woman to come, even if they say that I am a foreigner in a foreign land. How can you degrade someone to such an extent that you have to make that woman to flush your poop? How hard is it to just get up from the toilet seat and then you just flush and clean up after yourself? I was forced to take this man by force, just like what the word of God says, that those that will take it, they will take it by force and by violence, the kingdom of heaven. So to other women out there who are working as domestic workers, you know the pain that we have to go through each and every day, being humiliated by these women who think that simply because they can hire a maid and they have got it all in life. No, you have the opportunity, dear, to upgrade yourself. Yes, we failed in life, but once you enter into a rich man's home, you start to touch his underwear. You clean after him. You are almost like his wife. Open up your eyes. God is not going to come down from heaven and then spell it out for you that this is your opportunity. Once you enter into another woman's home as a maid, that is the chance that you have, the best chance that you can ever. That is the best chance that you can ever have to seduce that man, to make sure that man can become yours like I did. Let me take you back. It was in the year 2008. I was still back home. I was being abused by my stepdad, and when I saw that the abuse was just too much, I then ran away from home. I started staying with my other friend, with her own husband. That is when I learned the art of deception and the art of seducing a man. So what I'll do is that when my friend would be fast asleep, because we were using 2 rooms, I would crawl into the bedroom as if I was looking for something, for I knew the sleeping patterns of my best friend, and I will do this and to make sure that the husband will be fast asleep because he would be sleeping on the other side of the bed, and then I would make him touch me. And when he would wake up, all men are the same. He would just keep quiet and continue touching me. Later on, he got the confidence to follow me into the other room and we would sleep each other. It was hell of a ride. Sometimes we would even sleep with each other, even in the toilet, if it was possible. So this was the plan that me and my friend's husband did. I would wake up early in the morning, and then I would pretend as if I'll be busy cleaning the other bathroom. When she would be fast asleep, the husband would wake up and he would come into the bathroom and we will sleep together in silence. So I used to enjoy it. At that time, that was when my friend found out. She kicked me out, and then I spoke with my other friend who called me to South Africa, where I started working for this other South African woman. At first, she was someone who was really nice because we met at the same church, so she was hiding a bad character. There are women out there who have a terrible character. If you see them driving their beautiful cars, you will think that these women, like in their homes, they do take care of themselves, but there are men out there that have poor hygiene. So with time, that was when I started to see that she has bad character. So each and every Friday, I'll go back to the location. When I would return back on Monday morning, You'll start with the bedroom. Everything will be everywhere, even in the bathroom. She will even use maybe the tissue, just leave it there. Sometimes the toilet not even getting flushed. She will bath herself in the tub, not wash after herself. As for her panties, she would leave everything. The panty liners, she will just take out everything. When she was on her period, it will be so worse, such that even her husband, one day, he saw that I was all alone. He then came to me and he was like, Askis, I want to speak with you. I need to understand. There are things that my wife does, things that I have tried to sit down and have a debate with her, to tell her that it is not a nice thing that you leave all of these things after you are on your periods, then you just dump, as if other people, they won't feel disgusted about it. So I don't know, on your side, how do you feel about this? Washing even my underwears, is it a nice thing to you? So Brother Nashi, at that time, that was when I told him that no, I did not even mind, because this was my job and I was willing to do whatever to protect my job, in which that made him to be very happy. This man, I saw that he started to get attracted to me. It's not like I am very beautiful. No, I am not as beautiful as his ex-wife, but character is all that matters. You can have a big nyash, but if you have bad character, your husband will be taken by someone who has nothing. Such the case that happened with my boss lady. She continued with her bad behavior, and I stopped complaining. Where I used to complain, I was never complaining. I will do this in front of her husband, impressing her husband. When it will be time for me to dish out food to her husband, you know what I used to do? I would even kneel down from the kitchen, then I will start to crawl. This I will do whenever she was not around, and then I would see the husband nodding his head. And what I liked about this boss lady, she hated sex with all of her heart. So sometimes she will sit down with me because she was having a problem with low libido. I think it was because of the family planning that she was on, and I quickly realized that the family planning that she was on, it was not favoring her. So I even encouraged her to keep on taking it, even though I knew that this was what was causing her to have low libido and refusing to sleep with her husband. She would come to me and she will say that my husband is forcing to sleep with me, and I will say that is abuse. And when I would go to her husband, when the husband will speak with me, and then I will tell the husband that, you know, your wife, maybe she is sleeping with another man, because us women usually will never refuse to do our wifely duties. And I would even claim to him that if only God would give me a good looking husband such as you, boss, I would make sure that that man will never go hungry day and night. When you will be walking, I'll make sure that you will always be empty. I'll keep him empty so that he will never lust after another woman. The more that we talk, even though my boss lady was such a very attractive woman, but he never saw her as that attractive woman. He started getting attracted to me because of my character and the way that I was acting out. Started fighting. The more that I fought, I poured petrol to the fire, even encouraged my boss lady to return back to her mother's place, because I knew that once the relatives will get involved, then when the relatives are fighting each other, that is the end of the marriage. They won't even know why are they fighting for. So I fought so hard, making sure that these families will never be united, and always playing that sweet girl, until one day one of my sister-in-law came and she then said, "You are such a sweet girl." She saw me kneeling down in front of her brother after he had returned back from work. So as per our culture, when a man returns back from work, you take his jacket, you remove his shoes, the stockings, and then you go and put them, and then you put water for him to bath. I was doing that, especially when his mother or his relatives were around, and she said, "You are such a sweet girl." And then they looked past the beauty that my boss lady had, and they said that you are the perfect one that he has been waiting for. I then went to a prophet For 7 days, as I was sleeping with this man, each and every morning when he would leave for work, I would go to that prophet. This prophet would give me a small bucket to wash my private parts, and I had to drink the water, to wash with it, to cook with it. And that is how this man fell in love with me and dumped his wife. I was not wrong in doing what I did. I had to do it because you only live once. That is the trick. You live only once. And when you have the opportunity to upgrade yourself, do not hesitate. Again, do not hesitate. That is my confession. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our sister right there. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.